Which brings me to my final thoughts, I guess. My final thoughts of this year's Anime Awards. Like I said, gonna give my complete true opinion because I say this every year. I do say this every year because I do always want to be 100% honest with the overall awards and how it went. And there were some years where I had a lot of complaints. Mainly last year. Last year, I wasn't even angry. I was disappointed. This year, I know that it's easy just to be like, oh, fucking, this award was trash, and just like clown on like every little small detail, every little small thing. But this year, I do genuinely think it was more balanced. It was a slight improvement this year. And we see this with categories like Momo winning Best Main Character. We have some categories where the shonen action show isn't just the shoo-in for the category. And for some of them, if it is the shonen action show, well, there are a lot of categories where you can sit down and you're like, all right, this actually deserves this one. And I think in a lot of the bigger categories, it's getting a lot more balance now. It's getting a lot more balance than it used to be. And I feel like if there is any improvements that can be made, it's the niche ones. It is the niche genres, because I don't have a problem with some of these winners as much as I have a problem with the nominations itself. Like how we go to like best comedy, and most of these are mainly like other genres. Best slice of life. This is just the romance category. This is the romance category, man. This is mainly the romance category, right? And like we look at some of these like niche categories, and it seems like it's the same kind of it's the same few shows being nominated for these categories, even though that these categories are part of the genre, but they are way down in the subgenre of what they are. Crunchyroll CEO watching this closely right now, well, let me tell you something. I say my true opinions every single year, right? And this year I got to meet the person that asked me to come back, and he literally quoted, by the way, I saw your previous I saw your previous Crunchyroll Twitch stream. So I have no doubt that Crunchyroll are going to be watching this. But there is always a difference, and as someone who has been on the creative side of things as well, there's always a difference between blindly shitting on something and actually giving some constructive criticism, which is always what I try to do, because I want this award ceremony to get better. I always want it to get better. And I will say, being on the ground level, I felt like there was a different energy on the Japanese side of things this year. And that's why I think it's really, really important to continue to get these awards to get more balanced, because I want to give credit where credit is due. I don't want to like shit on every little thing. I want to give credit where credit is due. Like I said, the awards this year was more balanced in some categories and still a bit mismatched in other categories. But what I saw this year was I felt a different energy from the anime teams that were attending it this year. I was talking to some people in production, and they were telling me that this year was some of the longest runtime for winning speeches. When the winners won this year, I heard a louder cheer than I'd heard for like previous years. Well, when I was there last year, this year was way fucking louder from the crowd. So clearly it seems like the Japanese side is taking these awards more and more seriously, right? Winning an award for some of these. If you just go back and look at the acceptance speech for the director who won for Apothecary Diaries, right? He was like genuinely like getting emotional for that speech. And I feel like as the actual industry is going to be taking this more and more seriously, I feel like as an award ceremony, you need to be taking this more and more seriously in the judging phase, in the nomination phase, because, for example, Must Protect at All Cost, what is that? What is that still doing as a category? That's such a weird award for what feels like this is a legitimate award show. That feels so weird. Is that a good thing though? It means more solo levelings will be made. Well, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. That's why I want these awards to be better, because I don't want only the teams that make heavy action shonens to be the ones that get awarded. Which is why I'm so fucking glad this year solo leveling didn't solo every single category. You know, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of with solo leveling season 2 coming out. I was like, Sung Jin Woo is going to do everything because season 2 came out and that was like the biggest season. That was the hottest season. And love it or hate it, you can't deny, you know, we have the R Anime Awards, we have the Anime Trending Awards, we have a lot of different other award show. Production-wise, nothing even comes close. Nothing can come close, right? This isn't Crunchyroll money right now. This is Sony money. This is Sony money, Sony connections. Do you think they are, do you think the Anime Trending Awards is getting Yoko Takahashi to perform at their award ceremony? They're not. I'm sorry, that's not even shade. That's not even shade. That's just facts. There's nothing that can compete with the prestige of the attendees and the people attending these awards. I swear to God, like half of the industry is like at this award ceremony on this one day, man. So money equals good taste? No, it doesn't equal good taste. But that's the problem. I want the good taste to catch up to the money being spent. Right? That's what I'm really hoping for. Because no other award show has the potential for the production of this award ceremony. And I hope the actual process actually just matches up to the eyes and the money and the prestige these awards are getting from the industry. That was my rundown of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. We need Joey to take over. Joey would make it the manga awards. Look, if Joey made his own anime awards, there'd be like a fraction of the amount of shows because Joey can only vote for what he watched. So he's going to be like, okay, the winner of this is... All right, it's Takabi's Original Sins. All right, next award, Takabi's Original Sins. All right, next award, Takabi's Original Sins. I don't know what else he watched last year. I only know he did watch Takabi's Original Sins. The Takabi... He didn't even watch Orb, man. I just want him to watch Orb. I want him to watch Orb, man. Oh yeah, he did watch Nikitashi. That's right. He did watch Nikitashi.